What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. People was asking me to explain the relationship I had with Monty Corona, the prostitute lady who selling her body during the coronavirus, who worked for the government to destroy the black community during this crisis. They asking me, what is my relationship with her? How did I meet her and what was our relationship like? Well, let me say this to y'all. We never had a relationship. She was a girl that just liked me, watched my stuff all the time, and she just always would compliment me. Oh, I love you. I love watching you. You my favorite. It's all on her show. Look, before that, oh, you my favorite, you this and that. She always be tearing down them other clowns who try to come at me, the pretty monies and all them things, talk about them like a dog and all that type of stuff. Every time I go live, she'll be in the comments and call up, and want to talk and do things like that. So, that's how that was. And y'all know the type of guy I am. I try to show love to everybody. And it seems like when I be doing that, man, sometimes they come back to get you. But it's okay, though. But I also understand why. Look, I got mixed feelings with this. I can see why Angry Fan, Jay Black, Piper Boys, and Unbiases them. I can see why they don't make themselves accessible to people, really. To people, really. Because you open yourself up for things like this to come back and get you, for betrayal, for people to use your name as some level of gain to position themselves. For the most part, I just really didn't never care. I didn't care. So I didn't mind giving out my number because I got 3 phones anyway. And that number I be giving out, for the most part, it's been my business number for like the past 10 years. So that's been my business number for the past 10 years. It's all on my booking and things like that when I was managing my sons and things like that. So that always been out there. And I just call myself not trying to be some type of uppity brother who think I'm too good for people, not to talk to people, not to communicate to people, not to open up the phone, not to respond back, not to follow people back and things like that. I just, I never looked at myself as being somebody so important that I overlook people that's considered to be not important. I never been that type of dude and don't want to be that type of dude. Even though I know the bigger you get, yeah, you're going to have to start distancing yourself just because you just got to be wise. Can't make yourself accessible like that. So I allowed myself to just open up to people and just give people chances to prove them wrong, And she acted I ain't gonna say she acted as if she did like what I was doing a lot. She definitely liked me a whole lot. I never went there. I just always kept it respectable, like any other person. I would crack my jokes here and there for entertainment, but that's as far as it went. We never talked privately, so it was none of that type of stuff. We wasn't texting each other or nothing like that. She would call though every now and then. She'd be calling and stuff. Like, Go live. We need you to go live. We need you to go live. We miss you. Come live. She'll do that. Now, this is where the break off happened. People were getting paid off me on their Patreons, doing interviews with me and everything, and they were getting paid off me off their Patreons. And I really didn't know what Patreons was and stuff like that. So when I started investigating, looking into it and stuff, I started finding out like, oh, I could do my own stuff then. So I started doing my own Patreon thing. But I had noticed that everybody on my channel, I was just making moderators because they was so-called cool with me. So they was moderators without supporting, really. Even though they watch, but it's a different level. And one of my dear beloved friends, she told me, she said, your moderators ain't doing their jobs. They let a lot of stuff go. They don't tell people to like or subscribe to your channel or donate to your channel. They not even supporters of your Patreon. That's not what a moderator's supposed to do. Now she a bigger YouTube person than me. She got over 500,000 subscribers, and she watched me and we talk privately. You know what I'm saying? And she helped me with a lot of stuff. And she told me, she said, that ain't what a moderator is. She said, your moderator is supposed to support you before anybody. You making people moderating just because they cool with you and watch you. Everybody cool with you and watch you. She said, but your moderator is supposed to be the people that support you financially, who have your best interests because they invested in you. Because she, like I say, she a big YouTuber. That's what her moderators is. And she was like, they taking advantage of you because they know how this go too. And they could be your moderator, controlling your channel, deleting people comments, blocking people, putting them on timeout. You giving them all that power without support. I was like, yeah, you're right. So I removed everybody wrench, right? Everybody wrench to regroup. She got offended in that. Why you take away my wrench? Why you take away my wrench? I said, I took away everybody wrench, because I'm regrouping and trying to give the people and try to make moderators out of the people that really do support me and what I'm doing, what I represent and what I stand for. So she like, I donate when I could, and okay, well, it's no big deal, I took away the wrench, if I feel you deserving of it, I give back. But this is my reason why. And I got my Patreon I'm building, So she get offended in that. Now she in the comments, discouraging people not to get the Patreon, deceiving people and lying, and he charging $20 for a Patreon. And that was a lie. I wasn't charging $20 for a Patreon. The Patreon it go up to $20. But you can buy any package you want. You could buy a $5 package. You could buy a $10 package. You could buy a $20 package. It's what you can afford. What you can afford and what you can donate. That's what it is. But she knew that. But she was twisting it just to set a narrative. So she began to try to discourage people in the comments about it. So then she started saying things like, oh, he think he better than everybody else. He letting this stuff go to his head. He greedy for money. I'm greedy for money because I decided to do a Patreon that other people got Patreon with me on getting paid. Everybody else in battle rap have a Patreon and it's no problem. I do a Patreon, now I'm greedy. Now I'm big-headed. Norv got a Patreon, Mav got a Patreon, Black Compton got a Patreon, Rome DMV got Patreon, and a lot of more people got Patreon. But when I do it, it's a problem for me to do it. even though I'm the one giving 7, 8 blogs a day, entertaining the people, keeping it live and popping for 3 years straight. Okay? So now I'm the enemy. So I saw her in the comments discouraging brothers like Geoengineering and other people saying stupid stuff. Oh, he don't love y'all neither. He don't love you no more, Geo. He took away your wrench. He like, what you mean? We cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't, we cool. I ain't got nothing against him taking away his wrench. So she trying to cause strife and contention amongst people that actually rock with me and still like me, So I blocked her from my channel, and she began to lie and do things like that. So what does she do? The same people she used to dog, disrespect, cuss out, she now want to partner up with. Oh, let me be on y'all side, pretty monies. And now, see how fake people is? See, when you a stand-up person, it don't matter. You get what I'm saying? That's another blog. Don't even worry about it. So she began to do all that stuff. Then she began to try to make her, she tried to make her name attached to mine to make people think it was really something else. Like, yeah, I used to be his moderator. I was his moderator. Try to make it appear like she had inside information and things about me nobody else had because she was a moderator. So people would think what she's saying got to have some type of truth to it because she was a moderator. And it wasn't true. And she using that to help her to make it seem like, ooh, his moderator left him. So if his moderator left him, she didn't leave me. I got rid of her. You see the difference? I took away her wrench. See what I'm saying? She didn't leave my channel. I removed her from my channel. You think she don't still watch? Think she ain't got a fake profile? She got fake profiles all over the internet sucking guys off. Come on now. So she want to tie her name into mine to make it appear as if she know some truth about me. So she talking like, yeah, I was faithful, I was loyal, I did this, I would be in the comments going against people. No, you wanted to do that. You don't have to never disrespect and go against people for me. I'm my own man. I can fight my own battles. I can stand on my own feet. You did that because that's what you want to do. How many times I have been on record telling people like, look, y'all don't never got to defend me. Even if y'all support me, do all that, y'all ain't got to defend me when these people say, let them talk, let them speak. I don't even really care when people come at me unless what she was doing, saying things like she doing an interview, and in the interview, she calling it real truth about battle truth. This is true stories on battle truth. This is the truth. But it's lies. But you promoting it as the truth. And it's lies. That's when I speak out. I wasn't really speaking out on all that other stuff she was saying and doing, or what the pretty money them people be doing. I never really speak out about the stuff they be doing. But when they say stuff like, this is the truth. He don't live in that house. It's not his. He actually leeching off his auntie. He actually really wasn't in prison for this. He actually not the guy he say he is, and this is a real life truth and facts. And then get the slandering and using these lies and putting it out there like it's truth. Okay, man. No, you're not finna slander me like that. I don't mind you roasting. I don't mind you disagreeing. I don't mind you liking me. Okay, do that. But you're not finna say this is truth about him and it's not true. It's not finna happen. Especially when I got people that can vouch for me and back up the truth concerning me, which they never did. They never could bring people. When these people coming out saying, hey, I got something on him, this is the real truth. Make them swear. Make them swear on their kids. Don't just put yourself out there and releasing stuff on people that's not true. And you calling it truth. You ain't saying this his opinion, this what he think about the truth. You saying this is the truth about battle truth. And you asking a guy who we caught in lies over and over and over and over and over again. But it's the truth. No, we're not doing that. Because now your attacks is malicious. You're being deceiving and malicious, purposely. And that's the truth, y'all, about her. And why I went so hard on her on that. And you sitting here lying. The Bible say, bring your witnesses forth. I brought 5 witnesses forth already. 5. Today, none. 0. They not going to have none because they liars. See, that's a fact. And that's the truth. And that's what really happened. And that's why I really did that. Because of that. And that reason. My Patreon is loaded with content. I got already over like 150 something videos on there. Over 150. Sometimes I release some every now and then to help promote it. But that's the channel I'm going to be on for the most part. That's the channel I'm building up so I could leave YouTube and go to. I want to just strictly do the Patreon. So I'm getting that up so I could do that so people could see just how much stuff over there. Like all my guests is over there. My secrets and kill shots and things like that, that's all over there. I'm doing so many series over there, man. Because I want to start my own Battle Truth network on the Patreon. On the Patreon. And not be around these YouTube polices. Okay? And it's really for the people who honestly really support me. See, over there on that Patreon like that, it ain't really haters over there like that. It ain't even really haters over there like that because they invested. They're invested. That's their subscription. That's their monthly subscription. And I got to keep feeding it content for them. It's like they own Battle Truth channel. Okay? So, while she's sitting up there hating, and crazy thing about it, you selling all that vagina, you was sucking all that cock in real life, my conceited voice, this is not a punchline. That was not a punchline. You selling all that and sucking all that cock, you complaining about $5 and $10. Right, because you can't get a dime off of it. You failed as a prostitute and became a battle rap blogger. That's horrible. Yeah, here, take it. Take it. Bang the damn gavel on yourself. Take it. Here, I'll do it for you. No. No, 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 no. Take it. Take it. Bang it on yourself. How you got ass, titties, and a vagina, and you can't get a nickel off of it. Girl, please. Slit your throat. You done. She wants to be a glamorous life. She wants to lead a man touch. She wants to live a glamorous life without love. It ain't much. She went hard for the money. So hard for the money. She worked hard for the money, so you better treat her right. Girl, please. She don't work hard because ain't nobody buying it. Ain't nobody buying it. She'd offered it to a homeless man one time, man. He said, I'm straight. She's like, nah, it's on me. You ain't even got to pay for it. He said, he got frustrated. He got mad. He said, I said I'm good. Damn. And went and raped 3 girls. And went to, damn. That's crazy. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's the question. It's yours. Hit the link in the description box. Follow me on my Patreon. Subscribe to the Battle Truth channel. Click the link in the description box. Subscribe to my Patreon. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's the question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.